I was thinking like, I'm a 35-year-old woman. What do I look like quitting my job for YouTube? Like in my head, it was just like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Hi, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between. I'm back with somebody else's hair, and guess what? It's another get ready with me, but this time we're doing a cozy get ready with me. We're gonna chat, we're gonna talk. It's nighttime. Girl, I got a bob. Everything's different. Grab yourself a little warm beverage, a little tequila. Put on your cozy sweater, and we're just gonna talk. We're gonna do a little bit of a wig application. Do you see this wig? Can you tell it's a wig? Baby, this Bobbiana is bobbing. I want to say thank you to RPGHAIR for providing this wig to me and sponsoring this portion of this video. Super easy, couple step, okay? A little style, a little bump. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see this bob? A little bob and a bump. You know how RPGHAIR shows up and shows out with the completed wigs, girl. You ain't got to do much to it. Pull out the box, shake it out, throw it on your head and punch it out the door. You like Superman. Also, I'll do like a little bit of a natural face. Y'all know how I like to do my face. It's very natural. I don't be doing too much because I can't. And we're gonna chat. I wanted to give an update on my 1-year anniversary, which was yesterday, November 1st. My 1-year anniversary of working full-time on YouTube as a 35-year-old woman, girl. I quit my job. Like it was a midlife crisis. I don't know what was going on. I wanted to give you an update on how that's going on my 1-year anniversary, let you know how I'm feeling. Do I need to get a job, baby? Like, what's going on? Grab a drink, girl, because we about to chat. Let's go ahead and start with the packaging on this beautiful wig. Of course, your wig's gonna come in the RPGHAIR box. They provide you with gifts, the rat tail comb, the beauty blender, a wig cap, all that stuff, everything you need to apply your wig. And this is the gorgeous wig. This is a 13x4 lace frontal pre-bleached knots HD lace silky straight bob wig. It is a lace front wig. It's 8 inches long and 180% density. Let me tell you something. When you pull this wig right out of the box, baby, it's done. It's up and it's stuck. Nobody says that no more, but girl, it is done. It looks amazing. You can just go ahead and cut off the lace and punch it, but you know I'm me, so I want to do a little bit to it just to make sure she's giving what she's supposed to give. So I'm using the 𝐒𝐚𝐥 lace tint spray, and I'm just going to spray the brush and apply it to the lace and then set in the color with my Dyson blow dryer. And once I set in that color, I'm able to go ahead and do a little bit of styling to the hair. One thing about me, girl, I cannot style a bob. So I'm going to use my T3 Smart Iron, and I'm just going to go ahead and flat iron the bob. Now, I thought I was doing something. So I'm over here pressing it, girl, thinking I'm doing something. You'll see what it looks like after I'm done curling it. But I was like, I'm going to put a little bump, a little hump and a bump in it. I thought it was gonna be like super cute, but I probably should have just left it and did just straight. I wanted to give, I don't know what I was trying to give, but it wasn't, I didn't do it right. But it's still like the texture of the hair is really, really soft, and it had like a lot of movement. Bobs need movement, and she definitely had movement. Next, I just want to make sure all of the hairs, ooh, girl. All the hairs are pressed backwards, so I'm going to use the wax stick that they provided inside the packaging, and I'm going to use my Andis hot comb, and I'm just going to go ahead and just re-flatten some of the hairs at the side. Now, this is me with my little cornrows. I thought my cornrows were cute. I need to wear my hair like this more often, but I'm just going to brush back my baby hairs and apply my wig grip. If you know anything about me, I don't play with the ball cap method, girl. It's a waste of my time. So I just like to use one wig grip with a little lace on it, plop on the wig, and then that's it. We about to cut off the lace. Now, as you can see, that lace tint makes the lace blend into my skin without even cutting the lace. You know what I'm saying? And I love that feeling. So next, I'm going to go ahead and take my Annie shears, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut off this lace. There was a teeny tiny bit of extra lace around the ear, so I cut that off as well. Super duper important, because basically, girl, you're going to be flapping in the wind if you don't cut that off. So I just cut off those extra edges and cut off the hairline. I was able to follow the hairline like a yellow brick road, and baby, look. What you talking about? Period, girl. This lace blends right into the skin. It is seamless. You can wear it glueless, but you know I'm not gonna do that because I like to play. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my, what is this? Oh girl, I forgot what that stuff is called. You can get it from Amazon. I'll link it down below. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply the wig. I had to make sure I shifted her back a little bit because there's a fine line between Teresa Giudice and Rihanna, and I just had to make sure I was on that. You know, I like to fall on the Rihanna side. You know what I'm saying? Because I like my forehead to look a little bit big and natural. So next I'm gonna go ahead and lay down the ear tabs and the hair on the side. And this lace was really easy to apply. And look how it melts. No baby hairs, no nothing. And it's impressive. So I have to make sure when I'm spraying this side, I have to make sure I dry it, because if I lay it down too early, girl, it's gonna look like Kool-Aid was splashed on the side of my head, because that lace tint gets real runny. So once that's all the way laid down, I was amazed by this hairline. Like, you don't need baby hairs, but just because we don't need it don't mean I'm not gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? I get what I want. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the little baby hairs on the side, but check out this baby hairless hairline. Like, it's done, girl. You can be done now. You can just stop and leave the house if you want to, but I'm gonna do some baby hairs, but these baby hairs are more like edges, you know what I'm saying? So I just cut down the hair, and I'm gonna use the same Eben spray. That's what it's called. I'm gonna use the Eben spray, spray it on the baby hair brush, and just lay down the hairline softly. We're gonna layer down softly. I'm not gonna cut the rest of the baby hairs, because all I wanted was some little swoop-de-doop-doops, the little doop-de-doop-doop, swoop-doops. That's what I wanted. So I did do a little bit of a little swoop-de-doop on the side, and as you can see, it gave more like edge control versus like edges, if that makes sense. So I'm just gonna cut down the other side as well, lay it on down, do the same thing on the other side. And I think I did this side better. Does anyone else have like a better side? Because I definitely do, and this side was my better side. It gave more edge control than the other side. So once that is complete, we're just gonna go ahead and tuck the hair behind the ears, because we need to just go ahead and melt this hairline and make sure these baby hairs stay in place, and they don't be playing around on the playground that's called my forehead. So I'm just gonna use a rapid strip, lay that down, and then I like to top it off with the elastic band just to get a better fit. Now next, I'm gonna go ahead and use my, I think this is like a Revlon silicone curler. It didn't really do much. I don't even know why I added this extra step, but I kind of wanted to flip the hair backwards because it was giving newscaster. So I wanted the curls to kind of go in different directions. I wanted to give more Kourtney Kardashian, the Travis Barker, what is his name, Barker? Travis Barker iteration of Kourtney Kardashian sort of hair. That's what I wanted to give. So that's what I had did. Now, once I took off the rapid strip, this hair, oh my God, look how amazing it looks. It looks like it's growing out of my scalp. I didn't have to pluck her. I didn't have to do anything else to her, but apply her, lay some baby hairs, and a little lace tint. I don't think you need the lace tint, but you know, I like to do what I want to do. So I added the lace tint, and it looks amazing. These edges look so seamless and realistic, and it's perfect for beginners. For those of you that don't know how to apply wigs or customize wigs, this wig was made for you. You don't have to do much to her. You can pull her out of the box and punch it, just like Superman, like I said. So if you are interested in this wig, I'll leave a link for it down below. I want to say thank you again to RPG Hair for sponsoring this video, or this portion of this video. Now let's go ahead and get into this face and go ahead and match the skin with the wig. Bob is done. She is cute. Y'all know I cannot style a bob. I don't know what that's about, but styling a bob is so hard for me. Anyways, we're gonna chat about my 1-year anniversary as a full-time YouTuber, how I've been feeling about it. So it'll basically be like a little work life update. We're doing very natural. I wonder if I should just do concealer and a little bronzer and call it a day, because I don't feel like it. Okay, I never feel like it. Okay, so I'm gonna pop on a headband. Okay, so I got my headband on and I decided to get comfortable. Y'all saw this in my last vlog. This is like an Amazon sweatshirt girl. All the makeup products I think I'm gonna leave down below. If I remember to mention them, I will, but I don't think I'm using anything super different than what I usually use. Okay, so let me go ahead and spray my face down. We're gonna prep the face. I'm gonna go ahead and use my, what is this? The NYX Bear With Me Prime, Set, and Refresh Multitasking Spray. So I like using this Skin Glow, especially for like a glowy base. So I'm just gonna use this on like the base of my skin. You know what I mean. This is in the color Pretty Penny. They have different skin glow options. And I'm just gonna use this. Girl, it's everywhere. Get some business. So I'm gonna use my lip bar. This is gonna be all lip bar products. Let's do drugstore since we at the house. I'm gonna use my lip bar Just a Tint foundation in Caramel Delight as a concealer. I'm gonna start with a concealer, then I'm gonna go over top with everything. So November 1st, so yesterday, when I was supposed to film this video, was the anniversary of my first of all, it was my sister's birthday. Shout out to my sister. Yesterday was my 1-year anniversary working full-time as a YouTube influencer. So it's been 1 year. It's crazy how much time has passed. Well, I worked in the corporate realm, I would say 8 years, 8 to 9 years, but I worked for a specific company for 8 years. I used to be a receptionist first, and then for 6 years, and then for 2 years, I was a customer relations administrative coordinator. And in that role, I did all sorts of things for my department, but I was in a support role. So I was doing more financial stuff for the department. And I was kind of like an intermediary between our accounting department and our customer relations department. So that's what I did full time. I don't know if I really told y'all what I used to do, but that's what I used to do. It actually wasn't a bad job at all. It was a lot of work, but it wasn't a bad job. I liked my department. I liked my manager. I liked my team. But after being at that company for 8 years and not really, I wasn't passionate about it and I didn't see any growth. While I was in that role, while I was working as a receptionist, I started my YouTube channel. So I started my YouTube channel back in 2000 and, what year was that? 15? So I started my channel back in 2015. I hid it from my husband. I ain't want nobody to know. I've always done wig reviews. So I started with a wig that I purchased from a beauty supply store, and oh my God.
Why are you?
You scared me. I'm talking.
Oh, please.
Oh.
Do your thing now. If you
Don't.
cough and relax, take it easy. You don't need to keep. Don't do that, please.
I'm not cutting that out.
You don't need to cut it out.
So yes, so I started my channel back in 2015, and I worked, went to school, tried to get my master's, all that type of stuff for the past 7 years, until I finally decided to do YouTube full time on November 1st of 2021. 6 years. So I was 6 years on YouTube, 8 years in corporate, and a master's degree dropout. So, and there was a few reasons why I chose to go full time, but most of all was just because if I didn't give this channel a shot, I knew I would regret it. Like if I didn't really give it my all, I knew I would regret it. But girl, I was uploading a couple of times on my channel a week and still working full time. So I was exhausted, and I'm still exhausted today, but we'll get into that. So this is the Walnut Skin bronzer from Bobbi Brown. It's a stick foundation, but it's like a reddish bronzer, and I love it. So I'm just gonna use that. Anyways. Oh, my face is greasy, girl. Baby girl. Get fry some shrimp on my face. Yes, ma'am. Letting y'all know how it's going right now. Ugh, I love it. I wish I made the choice earlier because, man, it's been fantastic. It's been great. I love it here. The freedom that I have, well, freedom. I have more freedom, I have more joy, I have less anxiety, even though there's a new sort of anxiety that arises when you do social media full time. But I have less anxiety, I'm less angry, I'm less frustrated. I feel so much more fulfilled. I thought I was gonna take a different path, but I'm doing this and I'm super duper happy. So I want to get into y'all's questions. I wanted to give y'all like a background. I asked in my last Get Ready With Me if y'all had any questions, and also I'm gonna go ahead and answer those. Let me blend this out first. Y'all know I got ADD, so I'll be trying to do too much at once. So let me just get my wits about me. I swear my neighbors be partying. Like, what are y'all doing? It is Wednesday. Girl, the skin is skinning though. Y'all see that skin? You can't tell me it's not skinny. I don't care what nobody say. This skin is together, baby. Should I do a blush or should I relax? I'm gonna do a blush because what do I have to lose? I think I'm gonna stick with this blush. I always use the same blush. I'm so late, girl. I'm using this blush from Wonderstick. Y'all know that's my favorite blush. And I'm just gonna apply it to the cheeks. Oh, I didn't tell y'all, this sponge is from RPG. So for the foundation, I'm gonna apply it all over the face to blend all of this out because this looks a fool. But it's about to be cute, don't worry about it. Okay, questions. Okay, so Nunio, holla at the kid in the comments. She asked, did going full-time completely replace your corporate job salary? I actually didn't make that much at my job, number one. But I replaced my salary while I was still working full-time. I was thinking like, I'm a 35-year-old woman. What do I look like quitting my job for YouTube? Like in my head, it was just like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Before I did it. Once I did it, I was like, okay, I'm fine. I think it took me about almost a year, or less than a year, maybe 6 months of consistently making the same amount that I made monthly with my job on YouTube to make me feel like, okay, so this is sustainable. Like I can do this. I wasn't gonna quit as soon as I saw like, oh my God, I'm making my same amount. I'm about to quit tomorrow. Couldn't do it. I know people do that, but I am a control freak. I have anxiety. I just need to feel like I'm making the right choice and I need to see consistency like over and over again. So yeah, it replaced my salary before I quit. Months or maybe a year before I quit. I can't remember. But it got to a point where I was not taking deals or I didn't have time to do both. And it was taking away from my passion career. So once my job was taking away from my passion career, then now I need to make a plan to quit. And me and my husband had a chat and we decided on a date. And that was it. If so, how long did it take to know you were floating around without the fear of failing? I haven't felt like I'm floating at all. I still have the fear of failure. Every video I upload, I'm gonna use the Laura Mercier powder. Now I feel comfortable in accepting now that this is like my job and this is what I do and this is my career. I feel pretty comfortable in like saying that out loud. It took a while for me to be like, this is my job. Like, oh my God, this is my job. It took me a while to feel that, but as far as like feeling like I'm floating without the fear of failing, I still have that fear. And that is a fear that I've always had. I think since childhood, I've been a person that has never felt good enough, to be honest. It's just, I don't feel good enough. I'm not sure why, but I always feel like I need to prove myself. Maybe it's middle child syndrome, but I feel like I need to prove myself. So I never felt like I'm floating. I feel like as soon as I slack, it can fall apart somehow. I mean, part of that is definitely my insecurity, but other parts of that is like almost a reality with social media when you're at my stage. Now, there's a certain stage that you get to where you're really, really big and you know, you gotta try to fail. It feels like you have to try to fail, but when you're at my stage, I still feel like I have to work really hard to maintain an audience, to be in you all's memory and to like produce good content and not fall out of the algorithm. There is this fear of like, you know, it could just disappear. Or like if I don't work that hard, if I don't upload this week, it could all just, you know, like fall flat. And I think since I quit my job, I haven't, girl, I'm going on and on. Since I quit the full-time job, I haven't taken like days off where I'm not working at all. Even if I'm not uploading, I haven't taken any days off. It's been a year. It hasn't been real days off. I've had like 11 days of not uploading. Vegas was a vacation, but so was Marco Island. We went on vacation there, but I worked while I was there. I worked while I was I vlogged, I did all that. I haven't had any time offline, and that can drive you nuts, but I'll get more into that later. But no, I don't feel like I'm floating, girl. I feel like I'm walking on eggshells. Every single upload, every single day, every time I wake up, girl, it feels like that. Part of that is my things that I need to work through personally, and also there's a fickleness to social media that that's a reality. It's fickle. It's just like any other job. It's really, really fickle, but it's fickle in a different way where everything is on you. Like if I don't show up, like if I personally don't show up in front of this camera, it's just not. If I don't show up to work, then this job doesn't exist. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? I don't know. Okay, so I went on and on. Lastly, what do you miss most about your old job? I don't miss a lot, but I can say first, I miss waking up in the morning and having a schedule and like driving somewhere, because I spend a lot of time at home. So like driving to work, also socializing with my coworkers. I didn't really think I would miss it, but like being able to like chat with people and stuff like that. Now if I want to be social, I gotta make the time, and I don't have time. So girl, I don't be social. So girl, now I got more social anxiety than I used to have, because I don't have the practice of like talking to people all the time. Before I used to be prepared. Now girl, I'm not. I was talking to people all day, every day, and I got sick of talking to people. Now I don't talk to people really at all unless I go somewhere, but I'm out of practice with it. So I miss like the social aspect of it. I felt like when I was going to work, I felt like this was my side piece. Like YouTube was my side piece and my job was my main. Now that this is my main, I miss my side piece. Wait, does that make sense? Now that this is like the main, you know, there's more, like it does become more of a job and less of a hobby because it is my job. So I miss like the relationship that I had to doing this job by having a job in corporate. I was able to see this with more passion because there wasn't so much pressure to make it work. Because if it doesn't work, girl, that would mean I failed. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I feel like I don't explain things right. Oh, and I miss like, girl, where I used to work, girl, the corporate, well, they stopped the corporate parties before I left. So, but girl, the corporate parties used to be the bomb. And I miss the corporate parties and the drinks, girl. I'm gonna use the Lip Bar Boss Mousse palette. I'm gonna use the contour color Making Bets. I miss achieving something and seeing a finished product and being like, I finished that, I'm done. I achieved a lot in that position and I was super duper proud of myself. I was able to see something through because a couple of projects through with that job, because there was a team and there's like a whole machine behind you. But I was able to see a big project through and see it like to completion and see something complete. You know, like see a project complete with doing this job. And I'm using it as a comparison. Every time I finish a project, which is a video, it's the next video. There's no time to sit. I don't feel like I have the time to sit and revel in completing a project and seeing it to the end. You know what I'm saying? So like when I finish a video here, it's like on to the next video. There's like on to the next. You're moving on to the next thing so fast that you can't even like revel in the creation of something. And I also, although I didn't get the recognition I knew I deserved or the pay I deserved, I felt like for the job that I did, there's still some sort of reward for, I'm competitive, so I knew I was better than, this is messed up. I felt like I was better than anybody else that ever had my position, period. probably wasn't, I don't know, but I feel like I was. So I can like compare myself and say I'm the best at this. Ain't no, like, for me in this position, there is no like I'm the best. Like, you just have to like be competing with yourself all the time. Like, all the time I'm competing with myself, and that is exhausting. I can't compete with nobody else in my head or nothing. I can't say like, oh girl, homegirl in the office, girl, she not that good at her job, I'm better than her. Oh, look at him over there getting paid that much, he don't deserve that. Like, and you know his work, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can compare yourself to your other coworkers and know that you're better than them. There's not really that here, you know what I'm saying? So I'm always competing with myself. And girl, competing with myself is a full-time job, I'm just telling you. It's exhausting. Hopefully I'm making sense. Okay, and my mom asked, if you could do it over, is there anything you would have done differently overall? I asked for quitting my job. Girl, how long can I put on bronzer? Okay, I'm gonna put on my blush. The blush is from the same palette. Y'all know the Boss Moves palette. I always use this palette. I'm late, I'm tired through, I'm delayed. As far as quitting, no, I feel like I did it exactly like I wanted to do it. I probably would have enlisted help earlier, because I think one thing about being on social media, it's hard to understand how much work it is, even if you're doing it. Like, even if you're a person that's doing this job, there's so much work to do, especially when doing wig reviews. I wish that I enlisted help earlier, and I did enlist help from my husband, who has been a great resource. Social media doesn't sleep, so there's literally no time off, and I really thought I could do it all by myself, and I can't. Like, there's no way I could do it by myself without any assistance or any help. And my husband has always been willing to help, but now that he has, it has made, I've got more rest, I have more peace of mind, I can relax, I don't have to be up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Ooh. I can actually finish the jobs that I have instead of just grasping at straws, because girl, I was grasping at straws for about 6 months. I told my husband, fine, okay, like, I'm gonna relinquish control, and I need your help. I need your help, because I can't do this by myself. And I wish I had done that earlier. But there's not really much I would have done as far as like quitting and stuff like that. No, mama. I feel like the way I quit, how I did it, I was so proud of myself. I waited. I was considerate of my colleagues, and I left no stone unturned when I left. I made sure all the projects were finished, and I left a manual. Like, I feel like I did a great job leaving that position. I just wish I gave myself more grace entering this position, knowing that, okay, you need as much help as you gave them when you left. I think that's what I would change. Ooh. So shout out to Lip Bar. They have a new mascara, so I'm gonna use their Big Timer mascara on my lower lash line. Y'all know I do fake lashes on my top lash line. Girl, why did I take this box like this? Ain't nobody gonna be stealing no mascara like that. This is the Big Timer volumizing mascara with vitamin B5. So I'm just gonna do my lower lash line. Y'all see this brush? It's fluffy, girl. This reminds me of the old school brushes. And then we're gonna do the lips. I'm gonna do my lip liner. This is the NYX Line Loud lip liner. Y'all know I always use this. Girl, it is run down. Do I got a lip pencil sharpener? I don't have time for this. Going forward, I would like to expand to TikTok, and I have been doing reels, like Instagram stuff. But girl, I just feel like, can y'all stop with all the platforms, okay? Y'all just sprinkled around everywhere. Can you slow down? Because the girls are just trying to catch. I'm trying to catch up, girl. I'm a millennial. I'm not how to do none of this stuff. TikTok didn't even like me like that. I did have a viral video over there, but after the viral video, they said, you cut off, girl. But I'm about to put on some lipstick and call it a day, baby. I got time for this. Okay, I'm gonna use the NYX Lingerie matte lipstick. Oh, I'm loving this look. This is super cute. Baby, this is cute. Hopefully when I spray my face down, it don't look a fool, but I guess we'll see. Y'all know I gotta top it off with my Burnie lip gloss. All in all, I would say I am the happiest Hold on, let me put this on. Okay, so I'm using this Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme Lip Gloss. I be burning the lips. Oh my God. Okay, let me let that burn wear off and then I'll be back. I'm gonna pop on some earrings and then we'll be done. So earrings are on, necklace is on. Let me go ahead and pop off this headband. This headband actually be hurting sometimes. Like, what it be up to? Ooh, this hairline is flattened. Oh my God, this is so cute. I feel so adorable with my little sweatshirt because I feel like it's looking a little ash. I just sprayed my face down with the same NYX Bear With Me Prime Set and Refresh. While my face dries, final thoughts. Happy as ever. I made the best choice that I could have ever made. Quitting my job at 34, although it was a risky decision, I was a contractor anyway, girl. I have no security blanket at that job. So no real security blanket. So it was an easier transition because, as you know, if you're a contractor, even in corporate, if they don't hire you on full time, the feeling of security just doesn't exist. So I felt like I was living in this fantasy that I had security just because I had a job. So I decided, you know what? I feel like I made the best choice for myself. I might as well do something I love if we're in this sort of infrastructure now where everybody's a contractor, girl. So I might as well do what I love. You know what I'm saying? So this is a finished look. Let me show you what the hair looks like. Well, let's show you the face. I like it. And as far as the wig, oh my God, RPG hair never, ever, ever disappoints. I'm telling you, every single time they hit the nail on the head. This is a finished look. I want to say thank you all again for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for allowing me to have 1 year on this platform full time. It's all because of you. So I really do appreciate all of your support, all of your love. Let's go ahead and get on out of here. Again, thank you to RPG Hair for providing this wig to me and sponsoring this video. And let me just get up out of here, girl. I've been running my mouth way too long. I'm starting to get tongue tied. I don't know why. Maybe it's because my mouth is dry. But anyways, I love y'all. Bye.